Hello humans and animals alike, this is Stylus, and welcome back to Gecques Enter the Gecko. So, for this episode, we're going to be taking a look at the Nintendo 64 version of the game.
It's tail time.
Sheesh, that's all you got for the intro? Nothing about Rez or the government goons who threw Gecques into the media dimension here? Well, that's lame. Well, yeah. Due to somebody thinking it was a good idea to do cartridges instead of discs, Crystal Dynamics had to cut a lot of corners for the Nintendo 64 version. So, yeah. The reason why I'm on here is because there is an exclusive level to play here. So, I figured after Out of Tune and Smell Razor, the next level... Oh, that's right, they have a demo here. I'll just skip that. Yeah, so I figured I would just go on to the next level. Let's see. Okay, I really hate how the V looks here. This is an emulator problem. It doesn't do that on actual hardware. Let's see. So, we go to Options and go to Camera to set that up there. We can adjust music and sound effects volume. Sound effects and voice share volume at this time. Anyway, I guess before I get too far in, if you want to save or load your game, you have to use passwords if you don't have a controller pack. Yeah, Gecques 64 does not have battery backup for some reason, so if you don't have a controller pack, which is basically a memory card you plug into your controller, you'd have to use a password, and this is how long the passwords are in this game. Oh yeah, I never mentioned that if the PlayStation version's passwords are actually a button they're a combination of buttons that you press. So you would press triangle, square, cross, circle, L2, R2, that sort of stuff. Alright, so... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to the new control scheme. Since the C buttons are on my right stick of my Xbox controller, I'm gonna have to use that instead of my left and right bumpers. But anyway, here is the exclusive level for the Nintendo 64 version, Gecques Cousteau. So let's dive right in. Quite literally, because this is an underwater level, largely. So let's see. We're going to start with swimming through 3 arches. So how swimming works over here is that we hold the A button to swim, we can pull the Z button, pull the Z trigger, push the Z button, whatever you want to call it. That allows you to brake. It doesn't make you completely stop, but it slows you down close enough to stopping, so... Alright, so... we just kinda gotta go... what is it? That's clockwise, how I'm going. You can also do a tail torpedo by pressing B. I think pressing it a bunch will make you go faster, but if you are playing this on real hardware, this will lag the game, so it's not like it really is going to matter. Yeah, I hear the N64 version of this game can lag quite a bit. That's kind of a problem you have with a lot of N64 games. Even though the console itself is powerful, sometimes, you know, developers want to provide more. But,
My name is Ken.
yeah.
I see.
Okay, so, where is the, Oh, I was actually heading in that direction. Think it's around this way? No, this is the, it's in the opposite corner, I believe. Sorry, I'm not the most familiar with this map here. It's very open, for the most part. It's large and open. Let's see, oh, here it is.
On my tongue, darling.
Here we go. Now, you hear that fanfare there? Yeah, that's not in the PlayStation version. Or rather, it is, but it never gets used. If you take a look at the PSF files, which you can see in, well, if you go to the Video Game Music Preservation Foundation, there's a link to a website that archives all the PSFs, or at least most of them. PSFs would be the music files for PlayStation games, if they're not XA format. But, yeah, that's how I came to know some of the unused, unused Gecques Enter the Gecko tracks that I'm going to be talking about in the bonus episode. And, that one, the Get Remote Fanfare, yeah, that's in the PlayStation version but never gets used. But it gets used here. Anyway, find the end of the cave. We got our lead thanks to this sign, so let's have a ride on the taxi turtle. Did I just get hit in the middle? Wow, okay. Did the piranha hit me or did the shark hit me? I wasn't paying attention. The sharks always get out of the way while you're riding the taxi turtle, so I don't think that would have hit me. It had to have been the piranha. Alright, so with that, let's go down into the cave here. Watch out for the jellyfish, they will sting. Let's see. If you follow the collectibles, it's just going to reach a dead end, but I might as well show you there's an extra life here. So, yeah, Gecques Cousteau, the underwater level of this game, it is only in the N64 version, but considering how much is, like, cut from the PlayStation version to be on here, I really wouldn't consider this worth it. I mean, it's a fine level. It's a little labyrinthian, and, it does actually succeed in giving a few background gags, because, you saw the love boat, that sunk? Okay, Piranha, you need to stop it. So, yeah, we have that, we have the Titanic,
Tail's gonna kick your butt.
I guess we might as well add Jaws in there, even though, the shark doesn't have much, like, prevalence. Or presence, which word would be correct there? Well, anyway, it's not, like, a main part. It could very well just serve as an enemy, which it does. You see them plenty of times around, here. Okay, we actually do want to go this way. And this is considered the end of the cave.
Slip of the tongue.
Another difference with the N64 version is that, well, sometimes the music bugs out in certain scenarios, but no, No. What I was going to say was... the way Gecques says things is a little different, because usually in the PlayStation version, he says stuff based on, like, what is around him. Something would end up prompting him to say stuff. But in this game, he instead just says things in intervals. So, he could speak more frequently, or he could speak less frequently. I don't know. I think overall it's less frequently, which I guess is fine because, well, considering cartridge space, Gecques has to say a lot less than what he normally would say in the PlayStation version. The PlayStation version has Gecques say up to around 600 quips, but the N64 version had to cut that down to a measly, like, 100, around that. Thing is, I actually did manage to rip the sounds of this game, and I just wanted to know just how many quips there are. And I think I counted, I didn't actually write it down in my notes, but I think it was around 116. It could have been a little more than that, but the problem was I found some of those to be unused, because I've never heard Gecques say a couple of those lines in the N64 version. So, yeah, I guess he would say more like 90 things overall, which is a huge downgrade. Anyway, as you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm getting the collectibles here. I'm going for the reward remote here. I did not have to swim through that arch, but, well, there we go. I'm just gonna get as many collectibles as possible before we move on to the mission at hand. Oh, UFO crash landed here. I guess I, went by it without talking about it. Yeah, there's a shark over there, and they're kind of finicky, because sometimes when I attack them like that, they'll still get a bite off of me, so... yeah, they tend to be a little on the problematic side. So, take caution when fighting them. I mean, they are sharks, of course. They've adapted for millions of years. Oh yeah, don't forget to check the surface, too, because there's some, like, inner tubes. Okay, I guess not in this section. Yeah, you could do some dolphin flips there if you want, but, you're largely going to be swimming. There's nothing else. Alright, let's get those treasure chests here. Alright, let's see if I can, okay, good. I mean, I am at full health, so... okay. Now I believe there are inner tubes here that I can pop with my... well, you don't even have to tail torpedo to break them. You can just run into them and they'll break. And, Yeah, collecting these can be a little problematic, because they'll just come out and just drop. They'll sink slowly, but you still gotta be quick about collecting them. Okay, let's see. Jellyfish aren't coming out there. Now we could go over here. Might as well grab another extra life while we're at it. Or I could use it as a health unit. I mean, my extra lives are not going to carry over to the PlayStation, so...
Call him Flipper, Flipper.
Alright, watch out for this guy. Alright. And now, our next collectible is the Heart of the Ocean pendant. And for some reason, if you are in a different area than the main area... Oh, come on! I was tail torpedoing! Yeah, Yeah, going through all 3 dimensions like this, it's pretty hard. But anyway, as I was saying, there is a music glitch, so that once you get your extra life reward from collectibles, the music cuts off if you're not in the main area of a level. So, for now, all you're going to hear is silence and bubbles. And the occasional, like, collecting things. Alright, let's... Well, I guess I could eat the fly, because I took some damage.
Shark!
Alright, I think the jellyfish here... Yeah. So, I'll grab a few of those. I don't have to get all these. There are plenty of these collectibles to get when I do the actual mission. Alright, there will be a shark right there, so be careful. I guess you're gonna ignore me? Alright. Anyway, we want to swim up here. Because... there's a hidden remote here. If I can get it, that is. There we go. Let's, pop these inner tubes and get our collectibles. And let's swim down and continue our mission. Alright, there we go.
Shark!
And the music comes back. Ah, crud. I timed that poorly. Let's see, are there any other things I want to talk about with the N64 version of this game? Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess I could talk about the silver remotes, and, actually, never mind. I'll save that for a different episode.
Baby, yeah!
Okay, so we go over this way. I guess I might as well get a few more collectibles on the way, but that iceberg there, that's our entrance to the Titanic. Yeah, it's connected to the ship that sank. That's great. Did they, like, mechanize the iceberg or something? That'd be a twist. I might as well show you the sign that's below it, because I don't think we really got a good look at it. But yeah, right below that iceberg that connects to the Titanic, we have this sign here. Yeah, there's an arrow pointing up, and there's the Titanic just breaking in half so fast repeatedly. Yeah, as a kid, I kind of thought those were pinball flippers because of how fast they were, like, moving like that. Alright, we want to turn around and flick that on switch. Then we're gonna flick these. And then we're gonna flick that. We can't have two doors open at the same time. So, yeah, I'll show you. We flick that. And then we can try to flick this, but it won't work. You know what? I might as well show something while I'm here. So, I'm gonna try to clip out of bounds. Hey, I did it first try! Alright! So, yeah, I could just move over and, here we are, I'm out of bounds. Okay. Yeah, I liked doing this, when I play this game in my free time. If you do explore out of bounds for a while, you actually can find a stray cube of, like, mishmash textures. I'll show it on screen, and, yeah, it's kind of an oddity to see it there. It really doesn't do anything. It's not important whatsoever, it's just there. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's flick that switch, and we gotta go in between those, and we're out. No need to wear our swimsuit. And now we're inside the Titanic. That is still in the process of flooding. I thought I'd put the camera to manual. Huh, I guess that's a visual bug. It is on manual, but the icon says semi. Oh. It happened again. But now you don't have the bubbles to relax to. I love the sound of bubbles. They help me to relax. You can sort of call me an aquaphile. Alright, here's another extra life, if you need it. And I fell. Great. I don't believe there's anything behind here. Yeah, there isn't. I'm sure I would have known. Oh, no. It's actually on semi. You know what? I think this is actually a good area to try automatic. Alright, there we go.
My tail's gonna kick your butt.
So we want to watch out for the puddles because they'll slide you downward. And we don't want that. Alright. Now we gotta make a good jump here. We gotta make sure we avoid this, leak here, because it's gonna push us pretty far if we're not careful. Alright, there's our checkpoint. A not so bright flash this time. So I guess, they learned from their lesson there. Alright, so...
Slip of the tongue.
as we climb up, these pegs, we have these, pipes here, or whatever. We want to go down the middle one. That'll place us in the next area, and, okay, I really have a pet peeve of this. They don't let you walk straight, even though it's a straight line. I guess they want to make it some sort of challenge. Oh, went a little too far there. There we go. Don't go down those, vents there. Oh, you didn't do your tail grab. I mean, tongue grab. Alright, well, there we go. Yeah, there's, nothing else here. And that's it.
Licking my way to the top.
Alright, so that was Gecques Cousteau, the N64 exclusive level of the game. And it is available right at the beginning, so you could choose to do all three of those, and you can unlock Gecques that way if you want. So, with that, that's all for this episode. Next time on Gecques Enter the Gecko, we will go back to the PlayStation version and see what is beyond this gate in the central part of the Media Dimension Hub. So with all that said, thank you for watching. This is Dylus signing off. See you next time.